And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Darlington. Tanner Marr, I know you're out there, brother. Yeah. Got some weird sounds going on. It's kind of weird. I'm going to try and fix that real quick. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the points. Up top, Chris Carroll in second spot. TBB. Cody Heinzman last week didn't have the race he was looking for. Dropped a couple of spots. Same with Dalton Kilroy. Dustin Ping had a tough one. He fell 4. John Perkins, 6. RT76 really need him to have a good night tonight. And Austin Edstrom. Are the top 8 right now. Lori, good to see you. It was a little bit, Cody. You haven't heard Tanner yet. Talk real quick. Hold on. No. I can hear you. Well, let's try that, Tanner. Negative. What in the heck? I swear, I don't know. Hold on, give that to me one more time. Man, I don't know. Well. How about now? Yeah, I can hear you. All right. Freaking idea. I guess we're gonna need to fix this. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell him. We'll be right back. I'm out of TeamSpeak. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I am so sorry. Everything is just terrible tonight, but we're going to get through it. Let's go with the grid. Qualifying efforts are done. Chris Carroll has the pole. 2 is outside. Cody Heinzman in the 51, driving his throwback. In a 3rd spot tonight, it's going to be Austin Edstrom driving the number 87. 2 is outside teammate. The 10 of Taylor Butcher Benjamin. Starting in the 5th spot tonight, the 12 car of Mark Arthur, and 2 is outside. It's going to be the 41 of Dalton Kilroe. Starting in the 7th spot tonight, the Iron Man, the number 33, John Perkins, and 2 is outside. It's going to be Brian Zimmerman in the 28. Starting in the 9th spot tonight, we've got the 81 of Dustin Ping, and 2 is outside, the 27, the kid, Hunter Lagunas. Starting in the 11th spot tonight, the 89 of Philip Van Vliet, and to his outside, the 4 of Larry Bell. Starting in the 13th spot, it's going to be our T76. And Chad Wilson, Eric Blunt, Fred Thompson, and Mike Massengill. I'm not racing, I promise, no matter what it says. Hopefully, things are working. I don't know. All right, Tanner, take the night off. Here we go, first time, getting ready to go. Green flag, racing of the evening. Chris Carroll leads them down into turns 1 and 2. Austin Edstrom going to hold on to second spot. Mark Arthur for the early play of P3. Few throwback themes out there. We're going to get to those as soon as we can, but a couple of nice looking cars. So right now it's Carroll, Edstrom, and Mark Arthur. Cody Heinzman driving the number 51. He's throwing a throwback to his grandfather, Tom. Tom is his grandfather. Tom used to race that paint scheme back in the day. On the side of the car, it had Cheryl, Little Tom, and Jenny. Wife, son, and daughter. So it's a multi-generational thing for the Heinzman family. Tanner with the unexpected night off here tonight. Because, well, reasons. There will be no after the flag tonight. No after the flag after tonight's race. We started to take a look at the points before we had a little issue, but we never got around to stages. This is stage racing. Stage number 1 going to end at the end of lap 50. Stage 2 at the end of lap 105. We're going to 216 laps here tonight at Darlington. Top 6 drivers have kind of left the rest of the field behind. TBB picking up that 7th place spot. Trying to hold on to it. He's got Dustin Ping right behind him. Brian Zimmerman was fast during happy hour. Here comes Ping, going to try and make a pass. And he does that, no problem at all. TBB, I think, may have just let him go. The big man on the move right now back here, it's Larry Bell. He's up 3 spots. Bell in the 4 car. Checking in with our race leader. That is Chris Carroll. Hasn't really pulled away by all that much. About 0.3 of a second is the gap, and Austin Edstrom might be trying to close in a little bit. Mark Arthur still sitting in a third spot with John Perkins in the old throwback number 33. With Dalton Kilroe also in the top 5. Cody Heinzman, I think, is trying to catch the back bumper of Dalton Kilroe. May have realized he was all by himself. These guys pushing pretty hard here in the first stage. Slightly different line for Mark Arthur, running just a little bit higher than the rest of the guys in the top 5. Rick Thompson with an unscheduled visit to pit road. Not what I needed to see out of Rick tonight. Dalton Kilroe looking to make a pass on the 12 of Mark Arthur. Kilroe down on the inside. He's going to make that pass stick. Dalton Kilroe trying to make his way towards the front early on in this one. $11 laps down, working lap number 12. Chris Carroll has led them all. Mark Arthur may have just gotten his first stripe of the night. Rick Thompson back out on track. He is a lap down, though. Definitely not the way he needed to start this one, as his hopes and dreams of being in the playoffs starting to fade out a little bit. Mark does touch the wall that time. The right front rubbing that wall. John Perkins looking to possibly try and capitalize on that as the two Mustangs are starting to do battle. Thought Cody Heinzman was going to try and reel in this front group, but he is all by himself, about 3 seconds away from the race leader. Speaking of the race leader, that gap still holds at about 0.3 of a second. Edstrom and Dalton Kilroe can't seem to close in. That dirty air probably affecting those cars. Race 8 of 10 here in the championship round. Next week we go to Pocono. That'll be the third and final round of the round of 8. Carroll looking very strong here early on in this one. Biggest mover of the race so far, though, I already talked about him once. It's Larry Bell, up 5 spots to the 7th position. He got around TBB and is kind of holding station there. How long does it take to get around Darlington? Well, just under 30 seconds for the race leader, 29.37 last time by. was a 29.87. So his best a 29.37. His last time a 29.87. We've already got about a half a second per lap off from these tires. The tire wear is going to be real here tonight. I guess the other thing that's going to be affected by the problem that I'm having audio-wise tonight, no post-race interviews either here tonight, which is unfortunate. Kilroe and Austin Edstrom have swapped places. Back on lap number 18. So Edstrom letting his teammate by. Maybe he can do something with Carroll. And he is. He is closing in. That gap down to 1/10 of a second. Dalton Kilroe goes down low. Kilroe looking for the race lead. And he's got it. So for the first lap of the race, lap 21, Chris Carroll did not lead. And he has got a head of steam on that number 41. Mark Arthur has faded back a little bit. Maybe trying to cool those tires off after running very hard in the first section of this race. But Mark right now back to 5th spot, and he is losing sight of the front group. Ah, he's doing something else. Just heard it right there. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Arthur has begun the fuel savings. I wonder. Strategies can't start soon enough. Take a couple of laps around with Cody Heinzman. He shuts it down. Heading into turns 3 and 4. So Heinzman saving fuel as well. Big time fuel savings. So Rick Thompson went down a lap early on in this one. He was on pit road about long enough, that sneaky son of a gun. I believe he went down and got fuel so he could make it the entire distance. Dalton Kilroe continues to lead this one. The gap about 0.6 of a second. Now over teammate Austin Edstrom. John Perkins in 3rd. Carroll back to 4th. May have gone into fuel conservation mode. Easy for me to say. Yes, he has. So Carroll now saving fuel. We know when it comes to saving fuel, nobody, and I do mean nobody, is better than Dalton Kilroe. But right now, he is up front and he is digging. Austin Edstrom looking to maybe make a pass. Wouldn't mind leading one. sure help his efforts here, being in the top 8. The Iron Man, John Perkins, running in that 3rd spot, looking strong here tonight. So far early in this one. Just over a 10th done with this one. Top 3 cars definitely are pulling away. Not a lot of fuel savings to be had there. Chris Carroll, we already have documented, he is saving fuel. Mark Arthur also saving fuel. Saving a little bit more than maybe Cody Heinzman, or Heinzman started sooner because he's starting to roll again. Points matter. Save all the fuel you want. If you don't score well, you're not going to get all the points. Two cars, 1 lap down so far. It's going to be Rick and Fred Thompson. Rick may be trying a maneuver, though. I may have doubted him a little too early. We're going to find out. MFRD, 1 and 2. Speed Mafia sitting in that 3rd spot. Looking, though, John Perkins. Went down to the inside of Edstrom, but couldn't hold that run. That would have been a calamity. Kilrow, the tires might be starting to go away on the 41 as he may have put his mark on the wall. We are starting to transition over to nighttime. Perkins looking again for that 2nd spot. He's down underneath the 87 of Austin Edstrom. Couldn't get it done. John Perkins maybe trying to, well, I don't know if he's trying to, but he's definitely making these top 2 guys run maybe a little harder than they would if he wasn't there. Austin Edstrom to the inside of the 41. The 41 scrapes the wall. Big time sparks. Look at the run these guys are having up here for the top 3 spots. Edstrom, Perkins still 1, 2, 3. Chris Carroll running in the 4th spot. In 5th, it's Cody Heinzman, TBB, running in the 6th spot. Then it's going to be Dustin Ping in the 81. Mark Arthur has slipped back to the 8th position, saving fuel. A little bit of monkey see, monkey do, perhaps, as Hunter Laguna is not trying to make the pass. Now he does. Well, he was looking.
This battle continues. New race leader John Perkins in the 33. Dalton Kilroe slips to second. Austin Edgestrom to third. And they are catching the back pack. John Perkins has 4 cars ahead of him that are trying to save fuel. Nine more laps until the end of stage number 1, and right now Perkins holds the catbird seat. Kilroe closes in. Dalton may have saved enough already to try and make it to the end of this one. Who is going to make it? Dalton Kilroe down on the inside. Kilroe now looking for the race lead. He's got it. He's got it a little too well as again he rubs that right front on the wall. John Perkins is coming in. John Perkins couldn't make it. Kilroe still in that fuel saving mode. Perkins hit his pit stall about 5 seconds ago. Rick Thompson, right now the first driver 1 lap down. Rick Thompson would be the lucky dog if there was a caution to come out. We're slated for one in about 6 laps. Look at that line of cars. Kilroe to Edgestrom about 7 seconds. That's our second place runner. Everybody just trying to save enough fuel to make it to the end of stage number 1. Kilroe again side slaps the wall. See those safer barriers there. That's a lot of the reason why it's so easy to hit the right side into the wall. That track is a little less narrow than it was originally. Everybody hitting the clutch, going through these corners. Oh, the 20 car into the wall. That's Mike Massengill. And Kilroe is still saving fuel. Right behind Dalton Kilroe is Rick Thompson. One more time around the track, and Dalton Kilrow will have won stage number 1. And this will definitely go a long way in helping Kilrow out in the championship hunt. He just put Larry Bell a lap down. That is not what Rick Thompson wanted to see, as they are getting ready to come to the stripes and go under caution for the first time here tonight from Darlington. Stage 1 is in the books. 10 drivers on the lead lap because everybody was trying to save fuel. Dalton Kilrow leads at the stage break. Austin Edstrom, Cody Heinzman, Taylor Butcher, Benjamin, Chris Carroll, your top 5. Then it's Hunter Lagunas, Dustin Ping, Chad Wilson, Brian Zimmerman. Mike Massengill did cross the line, but he had to come down pit road when it was closed. He is out of fuel. Van Vliet may also be out of fuel. Let's go back and just take a look at something real quick, because it says he crashed. Oh, the 12 and the 4 got together. Oh! The 4 disappeared. That was strange. Larry Bell. I don't know. Well, race leaders are on pit road. Larry Bell obviously having some electrical issues. The 12 of Mark Arthur got into him. Then he disappeared. And Philip Van Vliet got into him. He was, Lori, he was saving fuel. And ended up going a lap down that way. He's had plenty of speed. I don't think speed is a concern for him. He was just trying to save fuel. Maybe tried to save a little too much. Oh, Cody, that's not good. Dalton Kilrow, Austin Edstrom, Taylor Butcher, Benjamin, Cody Heinzman, all going to come down pit road. Top off that fuel. That's going to give the lead over to Brian Zimmerman in the 28. Zimmy was pretty fast in happy hour. cars starting to form in 2 by 2. As they are working the backstretch. Brian Zimmerman, Chad Wilson, John Perkins, Dalton Kilroe, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, and Austin Edstrom, your top 6, your first 3 lines. Then it's going to be Cody Heinzman and Hunter Lagunas. Chris Carroll just coming out of pits. Going to join the tail end of that pack, and we're going to have only 9 drivers on the lead lap. Zimmy looking for that green flag. And there it is. Good restart from Brian Zimmerman. He's gone. Chad Wilson's going to try and catch him. Couple of drivers making their mark again, as we have 49 laps until the next scheduled caution. Stage number 2 ends at lap 105. Zimmy out front. Rick Thompson being very aggressive, hard into the wall, may have damaged the right front. He did. Rick Thompson trying to get his lap back, slaps the wall, and may have hurt that car. Brian Zimmerman leading the way. Chad Wilson, Dalton Kilroe in 3rd spot. Philip Van Vliet just coming off from pit road after that damage. Right now, Mark Arthur is the first car 1 lap down. He's currently running right behind the top 2 drivers. He would sure like to get that lap back. Again, Brian Zimmerman was pretty quick in happy hour. He was in the top 5 on the speed chart at one point. So not a huge surprise that he's leading right now. I think the fuel saving game is on again. In with Zimmerman as the race leader, and you see it right there. Pushes in that clutch, drops those RPMs, and that's going to save all kinds of fuel. Well, Mark Arthur was trying to get back on the lead lap, but he is no longer the first car one lap down. Instead, that honor goes to, I believe, Rick Thompson. Eric Blunt getting one of his laps back, passing the race leader. Check in on our pole sitter, Chris Carroll. Carroll right now running in the 7th spot, right behind Taylor Butcher Benjamin. Cody Heinzman running that throwback in honor of his grandfather, right now running in the 8th position. White Lightning. And I don't think for a minute we've seen everything that Cody has underneath the hood of that thing. But Brian Zimmerman right now is your race leader, and he is saving fuel. Nobody's catching him, so that kind of tells you what everybody's up to. The Ironman, John Perkins, finds himself back in the 3rd position. Perkins running the old Harry Gant paint. And Zimmerman crosses the line, completing lap 69, getting started on lap 70 as the race leader. And here comes Perkins. John Perkins starting to move towards the race lead. Couple of very different lines being driven right now between Zimmerman and Perkins. Zimmerman coming down on the track just a little bit more than Perkins was, at least on the other set of corners. Through 3 and 4, it was a virtually identical line. Cody Heinzman, by taking tires early on, is going to have to double stint twice for the rest of the tires that he's got to try and make it to the end. That will definitely hurt his chances to try and win this one, but right now being scored in the 8th spot. 10 drivers on the lead lap. Dustin Ping in that 10th position in the 81 car. And you see the race leaders, they are coming. Chris Carroll has worked his way up to the 5th spot. Dalton Kilroe slid back to 6th. He's right in front of his teammate, TBB, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Cody Heinzman right behind them. We haven't seen a lot of racing yet. Everybody's so focused in on saving fuel. The racing part of it hasn't really happened. The only way you see racing right now, if somebody wants to use up a little bit more fuel than the next guy, they're going to make a pass. I'm gonna hop in the cockpit of John Perkins, Ironman, see what he's up to. One lap with John Perkins. He crosses the start-finish line. Interestingly enough, John is not really saving a ton of fuel. He is out of the throttle for a little while, but until you push that clutch in, you're not really in total fuel savings mode. Zimmerman just about touching the wall there. We're going to go on board with our race leader and take a look at what he's up to. He's still saving fuel. Perkins being followed by Chris Wilson, TNA driver. While all this is happening, even while saving fuel, Zimmerman has opened up a gap of a little over a second and a half. "25 laps to go before we go under caution for stage number 2. Brian Zimmerman leading the way. Chad Wilson, John Perkins, Austin Edstrom, Chris Carroll, Cody Heinzman, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Dalton Kilroe, Hunter Lagunas, and Dustin Ping. Those 10 drivers, the only 10 on the lead lap right now. Heinzman now finds himself in the 5th spot. Carroll back to 7th and Kilroe in 8th as Ping is bringing it down pit road. Dustin Ping on pit road. I promise you, this is the quietest you're going to hear these cars. Half of them are barely using the accelerator out there. Ping coming down pit road. Top 9 in drivers now on the lead lap. Rick Thompson is going to be the first driver 1 lap down. Not going to get a lot in the way of bonus points, but right now Thompson is in the 10th spot. And Brian Zimmerman really opening it up now, 2.3 second lead over Chad Wilson. I gotta believe all the crew chiefs are yelling, hey, you're not gonna make it if you keep going hard. You gotta back it down. And the pace of this one's slowing down. Closest battle on track right now, Cody Heinzman and Austin Edstrom. Heinzman starting to flex those tires up a little bit. Does have fresh tires. Should be able to make it to the front as long as he doesn't run out of fuel. Couldn't do it there though. Could not make the pass on Edstrom right there. Fourth and fifth, trying to run down third place John Perkins. And they are catching him. Oh, Perkins hard into the wall. Austin Edstrom takes evasive action. Edstrom goes around on the inside. Here comes Cody Heinzman. Perkins going to lose 2 spots. A hard lick into the wall, the right front of the number 33. Austin Edstrom, Cody Heinzman now set their sights on Chad Wilson in 2nd spot. 13 laps to go until we fall under caution. Don't worry about it, Tanner. We're good, bud. Unfortunately, strategies are what they are. I'd rather see them race it out. Austin Edstrom, Cody Heinzman really getting to the back bumper now of Chad Wilson in the 21. Rick Thompson couldn't make it. He had to go down pit road. So Thompson, off strategy, did not work for him as he has been stuck a lap down since the beginning of this one. Now it looks like about 3 laps down. You can hear them let off the throttle. They are trying desperately to make it. Nine more laps, make it 8. Nope, still 9. I wasn't on the race leader. Lap had changed already. Watching this battle for second spot, Chad Wilson has it, but he's got an MFRD driver and a TNA driver that are looking to maybe put the challenge on, and they are getting right there. Oh, Chad Wilson in the way. Cody Heinzman comes up, puts the bumper right to him. Teammates. Heinzman gonna go around Edstrom. Here comes Rick Thompson. Thompson fresh out of pit road. He has got to do something. Down 3 laps is Rick Thompson. He's got to make a move. No choice. Got to go. Rick Thompson obviously on new tires with a full tank of fuel. Chad Wilson right now blocking his teammate. Off the wall he goes. That's going to slow down the 51 of Heinzman. Wilson moves down. Heinzman now to the outside. Whoa! They make contact. Hold on to it, Wilson. He does. That may have just saved Cody Heinzman, who made contact with his teammate. If the caution would have come out there, that could have been Heinzman. So Cody Heinzman now up to second spot, 2.7 seconds away. Make that 2.2 seconds away from our race leader, Brian Zimmerman. Not to be unthought of here. Zimmerman has led most of this stage. Sam, how are you doing tonight, buddy? Hope wherever you're driving safe. Although if you're texting, I hope you're actually just a passenger right now. Zimmerman, Heinzman, Edstrom, your top 3. Gap back to second spot from Brian Zimmerman, 1.8 seconds. It's closing quickly. Cody Heinzman making the rare faux pas of taking tires early in on this one. Gonna try and make it count. Oh, chat. I hate to say it, but more entertaining than what I've watched on track here so far. I'm hoping these guys in the third and final stage actually start racing. With a lap and a half to go, Cody Heinzman now 0.6 of a second behind our race leader, Brian Zimmerman. That gap's still closing very quickly. Next time by, caution's going to wave. And Heinzman has caught Brian Zimmerman. Can he make the pass? He goes down to the inside. Cody Heinzman now has the race lead. valuable, valuable points right here for Cody Heinzman. As he's going to cross the start-finish line leading stage number 2, and the caution comes out. Cody Heinzman, Brian Zimmerman, Austin Edstrom, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Chad Wilson, Chris Carroll, Dalton Kilrow, Hunter Lagunas, John Perkins, Mark Arthur, your top 10 after stage number 2. Two stages are done. We're going to have a little over 100 laps to go when we retake the green flag. But first, we got pit stops galore coming. Chris Carroll stayed out. What in the world? Oh no, Chris Carroll stayed out and he is moving down to the bottom of the track. Is he out of gas? Chris Carroll missed pit road and he is out of fuel. Oh no. Not a good situation for Carroll. He has got to... I don't know if he's going to make it back. And then if he does make it back, he's got to make it all the way down to the end of pit road too. Oh boy. All those gains from last week's win may be going out the window right now for Chris Carroll in the 99. Oh, he had just enough, I think. He fires it up. He's going down pit road. Oh my. Way too close. Miss Connie, how are you tonight? Tanner is out in chat, but not on the broadcast tonight. He's taking the night off. Well deserved. It's not at all because we were having audio issues at the beginning of this thing. Definitely not. Speaking of audio issues, there will be no post-race interviews. There will be no after the flag tonight. Unfortunately, audio issues continuing to bite me in the rear. Also, I'm scoring more points in tonight's race than either Sherman. So Cody Heinzman out of nowhere comes back to win stage number 2, and now, oh boy, he's going to have to double stint some tires. It's going to be Heinzman, Edstrom, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Chad Wilson, Brian Zimmerman, Hunter Lagunas, John Perkins, Dalton Kilrow, Chris Carroll on pit road still. as they are getting ready to go back under the green flag. Carroll just now hitting his pit stall, and he is out. So Carroll just topping off. Pace cars down. We're looking for the green flag one more time. Cody Heinzman has control of the field. Austin Edstrom going to be restarting on his outside. Inside line has prevailed here tonight. And then they're gone. Green flag waves. Chris Carroll, nothing he could do about it. The field about 2.5 seconds ahead of him. We may finally start seeing some racing here. It has been all fuel saving since the first drop of the green flag. Maybe we can see some racing now. They are all full song. Heinzman on old tires. Austin Edstrom going to try and make Cody Heinzman pay for having those old tires on. Edstrom down to the inside. Heinzman battles back on the outside for the race lead. Edstrom could not make that one happen. He drops back behind Cody Heinzman. He's going to dive down again, looking on the inside one more time. A better exit with those tires. Lagunas touching the wall. Now, so does Cody Heinzman. Heinzman down to 4th, and he may be going for a little bit of a ride back in the pack, as here comes Chad Wilson, and here comes, oh my goodness, he's going backwards bad. The lap down car of Mark Arthur now down to the inside. Arthur, who was one of the fastest cars here in Happy Hour, trapped down a lap. Trying to get it back. He's going to have to use that car up a little bit. Heinzman in 5th spot. John Perkins behind him. The next car in the running order. I can't answer that, Sam. I don't know the rest of the question. Austin Edstrom leading the way. Hunter Lagunas trying to track him down. Lagunas up 8 spots since the drop of the green flag. Scrubs the wall. Chris Carroll gets around Cody Heinzman and John Perkins. Chris Carroll now up to 5th spot. Cody Heinzman goes around John Perkins. Ooh, Perkins had a really good run. He had to woe it up. The 41's not gonna though. The 41 drops down low. Dalton Kilrow looking for the pass, couldn't make it happen. Falls back in line. Kilrow led a lot of laps early on in this one. Winning stage number 1 right now, marred back in the 8th spot between Cody Heinzman and Brian Zimmerman. Chad Wilson running in the 4th spot. He's got the lap down car of Dustin Ping and Mark Arthur right behind him. Those two drivers looking to try and get their lap back. Austin Edstrom continues to lead the way. Hunter Lagunas scored in 2nd. Kid's been on fire the last few weeks. A little bit of a wiggle out of the 10 car. The 21 drops down and loses a spot on track, not for position. Lagunas hard into the wall. That could be right side damage for the 27. Hunter Lagunas is pressing the issue against Austin Edstrom, the race leader. Oh, the 21 into the wall. Chad Wilson crushed the wall. Heavy damage on the right front for the 21 car. With all that happening, Chris Carroll gets in front of Wilson. That was a spot. Chris Carroll now up to the 4th position. Hunter Lagunas under duress here by the 10 car. Taylor Butcher Benjamin looking for that 2nd spot. Ping in line with the 27, helping him out. Now drops down below the 10. Lagunas staves off the competition for just a few laps here. Taking a little bit of a break behind that wheel. Palms probably are getting sweaty. As the pressure was real from TBB. "86 laps to go here at Darlington." Austin Edstrom starting to pull out a little bit of a lead, almost a half a second before the 87. Top 9 drivers on the lead lap. Edstrom, Lagunas, Taylor, Butcher, Benjamin. Chris Kittle running in the 4th spot. Chad Wilson slipping back to 5th. That damage to the right front visible. The old Harry Gant, number 33, driven by John Perkins, running in the 6th position with Dalton Kilroe running in 7th. Cody Heinzman on those old tires, just trying to hold on, sitting in the 8th position. He's got an inside full of the number 20 of Mike Massengill. Rick Thompson right now being scored in the 13th spot. The early move to try and take gas before everybody else, not paying off here tonight for Rick Thompson. Austin Edstrom continues to lead the way, 0.8 of a second gap over Hunter Lagunas. Taylor, Butcher, Benjamin starting to fade a little bit. About a half a second behind. Thompson hard into the inside retaining wall. Thompson may have blown it up. He is able to get off track. We stay under green. The only cautions we've had here tonight so far have been stage cautions. Austin Edstrom continues to lead the way. The 27 of Hunter Lagunas runs second. TBB in third. Miles at the end of the backstretch for Austin Edstrom, 180 miles an hour. TBB was looking again for an inside pass on Hunter Lagunas, not able to get it done. TBB might be just a little bit quicker. Here comes the 81, Dustin Ping, DP. There's the 27 once again, rides through the wall. Oh, Mark Arthur putting the stripe down. But Arthur has caught this group of cars. Ping gonna go down low on the 10 car. Sparks again flying from the right side of the number 27. Cody Heinzman on pit road. Four tire stop with fuel for Heinzman. Chad Wilson now on pit road. They're actually racing right now. That's why they're coming in. Ping on the inside of Hunter Lagunas. Lagunas slaps the wall. Dustin Ping gonna make that pass count. Ping one car away from getting his lap back, but here comes Hunter Lagunas on the inside. The 10 gonna stay to the outside. TBB takes over second spot. Mark Arthur follows Taylor Butcher Benjamin around Hunter Lagunas. And TBB runs in that second position. Arthur looks down low on the 10, almost tag bumpers. Arthur now going to go around the 10 as Hunter Lagunas brings it down pit road. Fuel only for Hunter Lagunas. Mark Arthur now going try and be the first car one lap down. He does it. Mark Arthur now the first car in one lap down territory. If there were a caution right now, Arthur would be the recipient of the lucky dog. Austin Edstrom, though, continues to lead the way, and he has got about 6 seconds of gap between himself and Mark Arthur. Arthur trying to pour the speed on, trying to shrink that gap some. Edstrom coming down pit road. Austin Edstrom coming down pit road. That's going to put Mark Arthur back on the lead lap. That's going to give Taylor Butcher Benjamin the race lead. TBB gives it up. He's coming down. A good, clean stop here for TBB, and that's going to hand the lead over to the Iron Man, John Perkins. Dalton Kilroe, Brian Zimmerman make up 2 and 3. Dustin Ping's going to bring it down. TBB coming off from pit road. Perkins continues to lead the way. Dalton Kilroe in second, Brian Zimmerman third, Mark Arthur fourth. With a full tank of gas, Chris Carroll is moving. Gas and tires the call for Chris Carroll last time in. Kilroe now the race leader. Perkins gave it up on pit road. Hold on to it, Blunt. Eric Blunt had a little touch with the 41. Got out of it, though. Able to continue on. Oh, Eric Blunt is having a hard time holding on to this car. Cody Heinzman just a couple of cars away from getting his lap back. He's going to make it look easy. Fresh tires on the 51. Oh, the 28 with a big wiggle. 12 car right behind him. May have had some contact. Mark Arthur stuck, couldn't go anywhere. Now he goes down low. Dustin Ping would like to get his lap back. The 81 goes around. TBB gets his lap back. .41 maybe trying to make this one a one more stop kind of race. Eric Blunt right now in the 16 on pit road. Oh, the 28 hard into the wall. Brian Zimmerman just pancaked that right side. Last time on pit road for Dalton Kilroe's lap 109. 49 laps ago. People earlier in the race were able to save enough to do 50. How much longer can Dalton stay out there? Almost 31-second lap times for Dalton Kilroe. Everybody else doing 29 and 28 second lap times. Can't stay out there for very much longer. He's going to lose a ton of time on track. John Perkins going to grab his lap back on the inside of our race leader. Average time on pit road for 4 tires and fuel, about 51 seconds. Third place Austin Edstrom is about 9 seconds behind our race leader. How much time are you willing to give up on track to save fuel? Not even sure if this strategy is gonna work. But right now, Dalton has gone 109 to 163. That's 54 laps. If he came in right now, he'd have enough to finish this race. And here he comes. Dalton Kilroe pulls it down onto pit road. Austin Edstrom gonna resume the race lead. Zimmy already on pit road in his stall. Kilroe finally gets to his pit stop. Austin Edstrom, 5.8 second lead over Chris Carroll. It's growing. Edstrom has had a tough couple of races. Looking to try and get it back. Onto Lagunas running in the third spot. Cody Heinzman running in fourth, but he's got a rear bumper full of the 10 car Taylor Butcher Benjamin. This a battle for fourth spot. Heinzman last on pit road, lap 140. So he will be poised to make another pit stop here. TBB sits in the fifth spot right behind Cody Heinzman. And right now up front, it is all Austin Edstrom, 7.2 seconds ahead of Chris Carroll. Edstrom trying to make a statement here tonight. Cody Heinzman right now behind Dalton Kilroe. Kilroe being scored 1 lap down. That late pit stop. He's not going to have to come down again. We're going to see if that strategy is going to work out tonight. Little less than 50 laps is what Dalton Kilroe is going to have to do to try and make it to the end here. At full song, I don't think he can make it. But if he saves a little. The problem with that is right now he's in 10th spot, a lap down. He can't really afford to save anything. Austin Edstrom, on the other hand, up top. Running away with this one. 8.2. 8.3, 8.4 seconds ahead of Chris Carroll. Hunter Lagunas has tracked down Chris Carroll. Lagunas maybe a little bit quicker than Carroll right now. Kid has been absolutely lights out in the last few weeks, and Hunter Lagunas again proving it out. He stays up high. Chris Carroll goes down low. Hunter Lagunas for a pass for 2nd spot. He's got it. Ping follows him through. It's like the 99 put a sail on that car. Might be doing the math. May not be able to make it. Meanwhile, Austin Edstrom. He has got his foot through the floorboard right now. 10.9 seconds over Hunter Lagunas. Chris Carroll last on pit road, lap 143, will have to stop one more time. Edstrom still not letting up. 12.2 seconds to lead over Hunter Lagunas. Chris Carroll seems to have righted whatever was wrong with the 99 as he is back up to full speed. Closing back in on Hunter Lagunas now is Chris Carroll. Carroll looks down low. Hunter Lagunas up high. Carroll's going to make the pass. That was coming out of turn 4 across the start-finish line. Now Chris Carroll being scored in that 2nd spot once again. Heinzman currently being scored in the 4th position. Last time on pit road, lap 140. Heinzman has gone 39 laps so far, and he has not been taking it easy on the 51. It's got to go. Next week, right here on True Sim Productions, we head to Pocono, Pennsylvania. Week after that, we'll be off, and then it'll be championship night here for the Blazing Pedals. Live here on YouTube, True Sim Productions, the place to want to watch it. Lots of pit stops happening right now, a ton of them in fact. Chris Carroll, Cody Heinzman, and more. '87, Austin Edstrom, 15.5-second lead over Hunter Lagunas. It's growing. Pit road getting busy. John Perkins last on pit road, lap 151. It won't be too long before he's got to come down. Austin Edstrom picking them up and putting them down. Edstrom has all but one other car one lap down right now. That one other car, the Ironman, John Perkins. Now Edstrom says, that's enough. 18-second lead. I'm going to give it up. Coming down pit road, John Perkins going to take over the race lead here, assuming he stays out. The Ironman going to lead another lap here tonight. Dustin Ping, Austin Edstrom, Dalton Kilrow, Brian Zimmerman. That's second through fifth. Remember, Kilrow can go the distance. Austin Edstrom, though, has just come down pit road. He can go the distance, and he's ahead of Dalton Kilrow. Some big names trapped a lap down right now. Chris Carroll, Cody Heinzman, Hunter Lagunas, Taylor, Butcher Benjamin among them. Perkins, who was last on pit road, lap 151, still out there. On a slightly different strategy than most of the other guys were doing. Has a 21-second lead over second place Dustin Ping. Behind Ping is Austin Edstrom in third, Dalton Kilroe in fourth. Oh, Edstrom just touched the wall. Ping's bringing it down pit road. The last time on pit road for Dustin Ping, lap 176, he's bringing it down again. Not sure why. RT76, last on pit road, lap 147. He's on pit road now. And our race leader just dived down onto pit road. John Perkins giving up the race lead. Austin Edstrom just ran his fastest lap of the race. Not just his, but of everyone. A 28.75. 28.75. Austin Edstrom just ran it. Back to 9 drivers on the lead lap once again as we have cycled through. Edstrom, Kilroe, Zimmerman, your top 3. Chris Carroll, Cody Heinzman, 4th and 5th. Hunter Laguna, 6th. TBB right behind Hunter Lagunas now, actually ahead of him. Lagunas couldn't hold off the hard charging number 10. Taylor Butcher Benjamin up to 6th spot. Lagunas now going to try to go underneath. A hard move to the inside. Not going to be able to do it. He backs off. The 10 able to hold on position. Side by side through turns 1 and 2. And Lagunas again couldn't make it stick. Chris Carroll and Cody Heinzman able to get around Brian Zimmerman. Hunter Lagunas finally does make that pass. Taylor Butcher Benjamin passes him right back. So that battle rages on. It's a good battle. It's for 6th spot. Playing a dangerous game right now. Chris Carroll has made his way to 2nd spot. Behind him, it's going to be Cody Heinzman. Dalton Kilroe slips to 4th. Chris Carroll and Cody Heinzman, seems like they're firing on all cylinders, but have to make up a 7.6 second gap to Austin Edstrom. That gap may be insurmountable with the laps that we have left. Austin Edstrom, the gap now 6.4 seconds. It's closing. 16 laps to go. Cody Heinzman, Chris Carroll running nose to tail behind Mark Arthur, the lap down 10th place car. Taylor Butcher Benjamin with a late race surge has worked his way up to 5th spot. Next driver about 2 seconds ahead of him is his teammate Dalton Kilroe. Kilroe maybe saving fuel again. And that could be very detrimental. Could cost him a spot by the end of the race. TBB closing in. So Austin Edstrom leading the way, lap 203 of 216. 13 laps to go. Edstrom, Carroll, Heinzman, Kilroe, Taylor, Butcher, Benjamin, your top 5. Chris Carroll, Cody Heinzman, about 0.3 of a second separating those two drivers. They look like they're running fairly even lap times at this point. Cody Heinzman maybe just a little bit quicker, but with 11 laps to go, still going to be a tough order. Austin Edstrom catching Chad Wilson. Wilson driving in the 9th position right now. He is the last driver on the lead lap, and Austin Edstrom is catching him. Wilson's going to move down out of the way. Austin Edstrom goes by. No issues. 8 drivers. 8 drivers on the lead lap. Chris Carroll, Cody Heinzman, 5.5 seconds behind Austin Edstrom with 9 laps to go. A couple of very different lines through that last corner. The line really seemed to have benefited Cody. Cody Heinzman getting closer. Goes down low. The 99 for the block. Chris Carroll and Cody Heinzman battling it out for second spot, first place. Almost 7 seconds ahead of them with 7 laps to go. Oh! Big time hit! Chris Carroll bounces off the wall, gets contacted into Cody Heinzman, and that is going to be the end of that battle. Heinzman now just has to regroup and hold on to third. Behind that battle is another brewing between teammates. Dalton Kilroe in the 4th spot, TBB in 5th. TBB looks low. Taylor Butcher Benjamin sticks it down low. He's looking for 4th. He's got it. Kilroe right now running in the 5th spot. Dalton Kilroe trying to hold on. Touches the wall, comes back off from it, gains some speed back. Five laps to go for Austin Edstrom, make it 4. Cody Heinzman has remarkably recaught the 99. The battle for second wages on again. The 99 scraping the wall. The 51 goes down low. Cody Heinzman to second. Seconds ahead of them, Austin Edstrom working turns 3 and 4. Popsicle sticks in the air, 2 laps to go, make it a lap and a half as Edstrom working in to turns 3 and 4 for the second to last time, scrubs the wall. 10.2 second lead over second place Cody Heinzman and Chris Carroll. Final lap for Austin Edstrom. Just a quick reminder, no after the flag show tonight. No post-race interviews due to audio issues. Do apologize about that, but your race winner right now, Austin Edstrom. The 87 MFRD driver takes it home in first spot here tonight at Darlington. Cody Heinzman's going to take second, Chris Carroll third. There's still a battle going on here for 4th spot, but it looks like it's going to be done now as TBB takes over 4th spot. John Perkins scores a top 5, and Dalton Kilroe comes home 6th. Hunter Lagunas in 7th, Brian Zimmerman 8th. Chad Wilson, Mark Arthur, your top 10 here tonight. Edstrom burning it down. $216 laps completed here tonight, and Austin Edstrom, Cody Heinzman, and Chris Carroll take home the podium spots. Make sure you tune in with us next week right here on True Sim Productions. We're heading to Pocono. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been Chris, and I am out of here. You take care of yourselves and each other.